The eyes of the world are on New York City tonight following the murder of two police officers. They were killed while sitting in their patrol car. The gunman shot himself soon after. The city's police commissioner says the officers were assassinated, targeted for their uniform. This at a time when tensions between police and citizens across the U.S. are already high. Stephen D'Souza has the story.
Police say it was an ambush. Two officers sitting in their patrol car in Brooklyn, unaware as a man approached from behind and opened fire.
Today, two of New York's finest were shot and killed with no warning, no provocation. They were, quite simply, assassinated, targeted for their uniform and for the responsibility they embraced to keep the people of this city safe.
The two officers were Wenjin Liu and Rafael Ramos. The shooter was identified as 28-year-old Ishmael Brinsley. He killed himself soon after. The police commissioner says they're investigating social media posts with what he called anti-police sentiments. When asked by reporters if there are any links to the protests over the death of two African Americans at the hands of police, Bratton said this.
As to whether this individual was part of any of that, part of any demonstrations, that's part of the investigation to determine what has he been doing these last several weeks and trying to put some sanity to the madness that occurred here this afternoon in the streets of Brooklyn.
Police say Brinsley traveled from Baltimore to New York after shooting and wounding his girlfriend there this morning, but a warning came too late.
Baltimore authorities sent a fax, a warning flyer, a wanted flyer to the NYPD and other agencies. Tragically, this was essentially at the same time as our officers were being ambushed and murdered by Brinsley.
The shootings come in a city and country on edge with protests almost daily. Civil rights leader Al Sharpton organized this protest in Washington last weekend. He tweeted, "I am outraged at the killing of two police officers in Brooklyn. That is why we stress nonviolence as the only way to fight for justice." New York Mayor Bill de Blasio says the focus should be on finding people who threaten police officers.
I think this is a time to think about these families. I don't think it's a time for politics or political analysis.
With so much racially charged tension between the public and police, how this will affect that and the ongoing debate in this country over race relations remains to be seen. Stephen D'Souza, CBC News, New York.